Well, we do have higher energy costs here in Australia at the moment. I mean, we're hearing about this every week, Don. So how are you going to be able to cope with that? How are franchisees going to be able to cope with that? How can they not pass those costs on to the customers?
Yeah, one of the great things about a pizza business is that our energy usage is quite small. Our biggest carbon footprint is actually cows with milk and cheese. So, a Domino store is typically about 100 square metres. And when you look at our biggest input costs, electricity is quite low. And then we do have initiatives built into our roadmap, and that we are going to continue to work to try and bring down the costs of just the operating of the amount of electricity, the amount of energy we use in our stores.
I guess I thought the ovens would account for a fair bit.
They're gas today,
Yeah.
and so yes, and gas prices have been fluctuating, but yeah, they're still quite a small amount. I mean, they don't come anywhere near the input costs of food, labour, and marketing costs, which are the biggest costs in our business.
Okay, let's. I was interested in some of the comments that you made yesterday, Don. The lessons that you've learned over the past year tackling high inflation. I was interested in that mea culpa that you said. The extra delivery fees did not work. Now you've reversed that. Can you woo back customers, or have they, turned to making pizzas from home? Ovens are getting better now in the home, or have they moved to local restaurants?
Yeah, this is a really good question. The whole fast food industry is very buoyant at the moment, and pizza's part of that now. We did make a mistake last year. The whole industry has a delivery service fee, so we fell into the trap that we should do it as well. But it's been a competitive advantage that we didn't have a delivery service fee, and our customers made it very clear to us. So yeah, the good news is we've already recovered. The average store has now recovered the orders lost, and we're now growing against that. So we announced yesterday our same-store sales were up 6.6% for the first 7 weeks. And that's a growth in delivery and carry out. So it's a great start to the year, and yeah, it's coming back.
Jobs are going though. Will there be more?
Yeah, there's two elements to this. First of all, we need about 3,000 more jobs in our stores because they're growing so quickly at the moment, and delivery is labour intensive, which means we need a lot more delivery drivers right now. So around 3,000 jobs in our stores. Our global network, now you've got to remember we operate in 12 markets around the world, 20% of our support office is being reduced, and that's partly to make our business more efficient. We grew incredibly quickly. We're at 3,800 stores today, and that's happened. I mean, it's double. We're up 50% since pre-pandemic in our store growth. And so, we took a relook at ourselves and said, look, we've got too many layers in the business, and we need to be more efficient, because the other thing is all inefficiency gets passed back to the customer. And so we needed to make this restructure. Right.
So, I mean, I know you say your pizza, not politics, but you need staff. So are you for higher migration then?
Yes, absolutely. And I've always been pro that for Australia, but obviously, I'm a retailer as well, and so that's always been good for retailers. But yes, Australia's got a very small population relative to the rest of the world, and I think we've got a great community. And why wouldn't we open it up to more people?
Okay, well, I've got the Treasurer Jim Chalmers coming up in about 15 minutes, and we'll be discussing that. But Don, Meij, appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.